Welcome back to Alanta and Company. I'm Christine Pullara. Buying a home can be one of the biggest accomplishments in your life. Selling a home can be one of the most stressful events in your life. That's why you need real estate agent and certified appraiser Brent McSpadden on your side. We're thrilled because he's here today to give us the ins and outs of the Atlanta housing market and everything we need to know if you're buying or selling. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Christine.
It's so fun to learn all that's going on, and thank goodness we have some good news now in the Atlanta market. We've talked about how it is improving, appraisals, and this is very important to you because this is where you are an expert.
Well, that's what makes me a little bit different than every other sales agent that works in the Atlanta market, is having that appraisal background. So what I can do when I get ready to list your house is I'm going to go in, I'm actually going to measure the house. Instead of taking the tax assessor square footage for granted as being right, I'm actually going to get the absolute correct square footage of your house. I'm going to do a full-blown appraisal on your house and come up with the exact market value of your house, so that when we get ready to put your house on the market, we're going to price it properly, which is extremely important in today's market. If you overprice your property, then you can actually hurt your sale price in the end because it sits on the market for too long. Exactly. And if you underprice it, you're going to sell it for too little. So we're going to get the exact market value of your house, and we're going to use that to our advantage through the entire process, including when we, get an offer and we're ready to negotiate.
One of the things, I drive around Atlanta, everywhere I see Harry Norman signs. Talk about the Harry Norman brand being #1 in this area.
Harry Norman is #1 in Atlanta. We've been here for 83 years, the oldest firm in Atlanta, and marketing is what creates that. We have an absolutely outstanding marketing team. So when you decide you want to list your house with me, I have a listing coordinator who's going to list your house. We're going to put it on not only the local multiple listing services, but we're going to put it on 500 websites. So that house is going to be marketed globally.
Brent, team, the concept of being team players seems really important here at Harry Norman. Talk more about that and why you have such a great support group helping ensure that the buyers and the sellers get the best deals out there.
Yes, Christine, you're correct. I want to make sure that any buyer or seller out there understands that when they call me on the phone, they're going to get me and they're going to actually talk to me. But what I have to have is a great team behind me to make everything work. So I have a personal listing coordinator. She's an expert in this field. Lisa is going to list your house on not only the local MLS and FMLS services, but she is going to list your house on 500 websites so that your house is going to be seen globally. International marketing. In addition to Lisa, I have Carol, who is my personal marketing coordinator, and she puts together great ground level marketing campaigns. She's going to make flyers, postcards, emails, all the marketing materials that we need so that when a buyer leaves your house after a visit, they're going to leave with all the information in hand that's going to keep them interested in your house when they're making their decision. Yeah, that beautiful, slick collateral material that really will keep that buyer just really thinking, that's the house, I got to get that house. You're absolutely right. So then after we do get an offer on your house and we negotiate and we come up with a price, paperwork is a nightmare these days. So I have Allison Morris, who works in the house. She is strictly here to ensure that we get all those documents filled out correctly, that we have all the paperwork that we need, and we get your house closed on time and closed for the highest price possible in today's market. We also have an in-house mortgage person, so if you decide that you want to buy a house, you don't have to go down to the bank and get a pre-qualification letter or any of that stuff. You can just come down, meet me here at the office. We can sit down with Lisa, and right here on the spot in the office, she can get you a pre-qualification letter so we know what kind of house you can afford. Another important player is Todd Emerson. He's the upcoming president of the Atlanta Board of Realtors, and I had a chance to sit back and talk with him a little earlier today. Todd, what makes Brent unique to this field?
Well, Brent's got a great, unique skill set that he brings not only to us as a company, but also to his clients and customers, in that he not only is a licensed real estate agent, but he's also a certified appraiser here in the state of Georgia and has literally done thousands of appraisals in the marketplaces that he serves. So for us and for his clients, that kind of is a very special, unique thing that he possesses. I don't know of any other agents who are also licensed appraisers. We certainly don't have any others in this office. And so, with all the challenges in the marketplace right now in regards to trying to determine what a good and fair market value is on a property, he kind of has that leg up in a lot of cases because he's been doing appraisals so long. So that's a great skill for him to have when he's going out and meeting with potential sellers and buyers. And then it's also great for the agents here in this office because he's a great resource for them to utilize when they meet up challenges or come up against some challenges or dealing with appraisal related issues, and a good person for them to kind of just pick his brain and get his input. And he's actually even done help them with values and things of that nature. So we're thrilled to have Brent here, and he's just been a fabulous addition to our team.
Brent, you hold several seminars throughout the year. Make sure our viewers understand why they're so important and how they can attend.
Well, what my seminars cover, we just don't have time to cover today. So you can come to my seminar and I will actually sit down one-on-one with you and we can talk about your individual circumstance. We cover what has changed in the marketplace over the last 7 years after the downturn in the market. Lenders have become much more strict on what you're able to do. Sellers are at a disadvantage because of all the appraisal contingency issues that we have written in contracts. If your house appraises for less than the contract price, then the buyer is going to come back to you and try to negotiate a lower price, right, even though they were willing to pay more up front. And if they don't have the money to bring to the table, then that is going to change the price that you're able to sell your house for. And I have, with my appraisal background, a lot of proven methods that I'm able to overcome that and challenge these lenders who send out conservative appraisals, and we can get these appraisals fixed so you can sell your house for what the market's willing to pay for it.
Fantastic.
And I teach that in this seminar.
Thank you, Brent. If you're looking for someone who will take your needs into account, you really need to attend these seminars. You can register online at resatl.com or call 678-548-2502. Coming up, an amazing virtual tour of some homes. We're going to be back in just a moment. You won't want to miss that.